What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Alex with Turo Profits, and on this channel I give you guys an in-depth look into my life as a rental car fleet owner. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the story of exactly how I got started on Turo, and honestly how you guys can do the exact same thing. First things first, before I actually get into this story, I have a question for you guys. If you're a current Turo host, how many days are your cars getting booked up on average? And if you're not a Turo host, drop a comment down below as to why you haven't got started yet. What's holding you back? Psst, you're missing out, especially if you already have a car that you could start with. Either way, I'd love to help you get started. Currently, I have hundreds of students across the US and Canada that are absolutely killing it in my mentorship program. If you're looking for guaranteed results and wanting to take that next step, I highly suggest you fill out the application to the mentorship link down below. After all, in my opinion, there's two types of people: the one that hasn't started on Turo and has no idea what they're doing, or the host that's been on Turo, already maximized their vehicles, but realizes they're leaving thousands of dollars on the table by just giving it to Turo in fees. In that case, those hosts are looking to take their business to the next level with private rentals. And like I said, that's the exact point of the mentorship. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. In the beginning, I did not expect to have a full-on business like I have today. I started with a vehicle that I already had and was already paying for. What was that vehicle, you ask? A 2018 Ford Transit van. I originally bought this vehicle under my personal name, not the business, for around $20,000. Had around 80,000 miles when I purchased it, but overall it was in great shape. Before the rental car business, I was selling on Amazon. Well, I still do this today alongside of my rental car business because it's mostly automated. My sole intention when I started on Turo was to get a free van for my Amazon business. The whole reason why I bought the van to begin with was so I could move product around from point A to point B for that Amazon business. At most, the van for my other business was probably being used 3 to 4 days a week, so the other days it was just sitting there. At that point, I was like, hey, I have nothing to lose. Let's just list it on Turo. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make the payment and get a free van. The first month, the van ended up getting booked for $1,500 total revenue. So $1,500 is what it brought in for the entire month. So let's dive into the numbers and see what I actually profited. The monthly payment on the van was around $247 a month. Insurance came out to around $90 a month. So all in on this van, my total expenses were around $350 for the month. I also purchased a monthly car wash subscription for $25. So of course, that's gonna go on top of the $350, as well as some supplies and things I needed to have on hand to run this business right away from day one. A lockbox, that way I can automate the business and not be there for pickup and drop off. I highly suggest you guys do the exact same thing. If you want this lockbox, definitely make sure to check out the link down below. There's a lot of things that I recommend. This lockbox is one of them, so definitely check that out as well. So overall, my very first month on Turo, I got a free car for my other business and profited around $1,000 for the month. Not only did I find a way to help my other business find ways to save money and ultimately be more profitable, but I also created a new source of income at the exact same time. And the rest was history. I started scaling my fleet, started managing cars for other people, getting funded under the name of my business, and expanding into private rentals where I'm making 100% to 150% more than I was making on Turo. As I said earlier, there is a cap on the amount of money that you can make on Turo just because of the competition nowadays and the overall Turo market. I mean, just think about it. If someone is on the Turo app looking for a rental, they're probably gonna choose something on the Turo app to rent. The next thing I figured out was how much I was losing out on fees to Turo. After the first year, I probably gave them around $100,000 in fees straight up. Yes, I was still profitable on Turo, but I was curious to how I could make that extra $100,000 and add it to my business. Because after all, I was leaving money on the table. Turo charges fees on top of your daily rate that you as a host do not get to see. So if you're charging $55 a day on your rentals, you're gonna get 75 to 90% of that. But with Turo's fees, that guest is realistically paying closer to $90, $100 per day. Like I said, literally leaving money on the table. It's not like a barbershop where if you raise your price, you might make more money, but some clients aren't gonna come back because they don't wanna pay that price increase. And this is one of the major problems hosts are facing nowadays. How do they move off Turo and make that price difference and make ultimately 100 to 150% more? For about 2.5 years now, I would say about 95% of my rentals are all private. Of course, there were many times during the beginning stages where I've made mistakes and had to figure out those things for myself. But now with my 5 levels of protection on the private side, my systems are bulletproof. No guessing, just action when things happen. Now that my business is about 90% passive, I want to share that information with hosts that were in the same situation that I was, looking to make the money they should have been making anyway. Currently in my mentorship, I have hundreds of students across the US and Canada, crushing it with private rentals, and I'd love to help you too. So if you're interested in taking your business to the next level, fill out the mentorship application down below, and I'll be in contact with you to see if it's a good fit. That's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you yet again for tuning in. How has your Turo journey been so far? How long have you been on the platform? What city? What vehicle? Let me know down below. And if you're not already, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at Turo Profit. There's tons of videos I post over on Instagram, more behind the scenes, those sorts of things. And if you love the gems I'm dropping over here on YouTube for free, what are you doing? Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm Alex with Turo Profits. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.